clicked on my video. You want to know how to get the most perfect mattifying, locked in, lasting 75-hour makeup look. You clicked on that right video. Let me tell you, I am going to tell you products I use, why I use it, and I can help tailor it to your guys' skin needs. Mine is dry skin, but I gave little tips and tricks on if you have really oily skin, if you have dry skin, if you have combination skin, even if you have textured skin. What else do you need to make a video? But I hope you guys enjoy, and we're going to have the most perfect base together. Let's do it. Step number 1, skin prep. I bet you knew I was going to say that right. The less product on your face to start, the better the makeup will turn out. Just trust me on this. I'm just going in with an extremely hydrating moisturizer. Obviously, do what your skin needs, but moisturize always. This is the Kale water by FarmHouseFresh. Like, look at, do you see that cheeky glow? BRB, these rings gotta come off. Step number 2, primer. I'm a primer whore. You have to prep your skin, not my skin, your skin, on what you think it needs for your makeup to stay on all day. And I'm a oily gal. So, gripping primer and a mattifying primer. Elf Jelly Pop. This stuff will lock in. I do about 2 pumps. And I like to focus this mainly on the outer parts of my face. A little bit of the T-zone. And you're gonna work that in. Ugh. Once you start feeling it to like set in or get like super tacky, stop, or it's gonna pill and it's gonna make your makeup look really bad. If this can stay, your makeup can stay, okay? Brow gel. Do you need another one, or do you understand what I mean when I say you need this? Now I'm gonna mattify my T-zone where I get extremely oily. This is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. You don't need a lot of this. I literally take a pea-size amount and rub this into my T-zone, and wherever I get super, super oily. And you can kind of see how it like mattified like the center of my face compared to like right here. Do you see that? It's a little hard to see. Obviously, I'm still a little shiny, but it does the job, sisters. Do you guys see this huge pimple? She needs to go, okay? Taking my Too Faced Born This Way Correcting and Concealing Concealer. Very, very tiny amount on anywhere you need to have some extra coverage, you know? Those are mainly on my big pimples. We're gonna put her away. Now I take my concealer brush, just tap it a little bit. It doesn't have to be fully blended out. Just want you to tap so there's not that many harsh lines. And it's covered. Do this the whole way around. One thing about under concealing is it helps hide like redness in the overall look of the pimple, scars, whatever you got going on that you need covered up, but you cannot get rid of the texture. Hate to break it to you, sister, but you can't. Now, I'm a beauty girl. I love a lot of foundations, and I go through like probably about 6 different ones a week. So I love a lot, but we're gonna go in with her. This is the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation, and I don't want my oily girls to be afraid because it is a serum foundation. It dries down so perfect. It is unreal. I just want you to watch as I tap this into my skin, how full coverage and beautiful that is. Like, do you see my skin? Outstanding. And it's not a super oily product either. That's why I like it. And I use a brush for literally everything. I will always go in with my beauty blender and make sure everything is blended out. But brushes soak up less product. And you can really use your brush to focus on the important areas of your face and where you want it. Brush a little bit over the nose. Avoid your under eye. Like, I think it's silly if you put foundation there when that's concealer's job, not the foundation's job. Now carefully blend out your forehead. Get as close to your brow as you can without touching it. Been there, done that, messed up brow. Not a fun scenario, okay? Get the inside of the brow. You don't want to look crazy. Look at my skin. Like, oh, please talk about that foundation more, because I didn't even know it was a thing until I walked into the New York City Sephora one day and I saw it. I'm like, what is this masterpiece? One thing I have recently been loved doing lately is underpainting my blush. Like, it literally just like blends everything in. I used to be concealer, bronzer, blush, but if you do your blush first and then you blend out your concealer, like, it literally just like blends itself. I'm feeling pinky today. I love a good pink blush. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Blush Vial in Perfect Pink. Like, can you name a better pink? Like, oh my god, it's stunning. Taking my same foundation brush, actually. I lost my blush brush, so it's gonna have to do. And it is so pink. Like, you see just the way that literally melts into my skin. And it's so buildable that I could just keep applying more. And don't be afraid, like, we're literally gonna blend it out with concealer. So if it's a little much like that, you'll be okay, girl. But like, the chokehold this literally has on me. Like, look how stunning my cheeks look. Now, I don't know why, but I love a good inner brow. We gotta snatch this face up. And one product that I have been living for, and I literally haven't put it down, is the Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer. She is so loved. And these are my all-time favorite brushes. They are the Morphe x Ariel collection. You can get them at Sephora. I want you to just watch how this seamlessly blends into my blush as I blend it in. Always go back for more. Like, look how stunning like that side of my face looks. I always do my forehead. Put it in the center, and I like to drag it down pretty close to the tail of my brow. It helps bring more attention to like the center of your face, and it makes your forehead look a little smaller. It's the same thing. Pounce this in. Make sure it's blended. Always go back in with the beauty blender to make sure you have no ugly harsh lines, because we want smooth. And I'm going in. I like to start like up near the temple, and I will drag it down. You don't want to go down here. It's going to look like you have a beard, and it's going to really just like pull your face down. You want your face to be up and lifted. She's stunning. She's beauty. She's grace. We love her. Like, $8. $8, Target, Walmart, even Ulta has it. Come on. You all might be like, girl, you're crazy. I use the same contour brush to contour my nose. Honestly, like, it does the job. It saves me some time. I will go in and just start going to town. I go underneath my nose to add the little button effect. And I will do it on the other side. Like, do you see that? Like, she's living. Obviously, you know, if you want your tip to be a little bit lifted, go underneath. The closer the lines are together, the skinnier your nose is gonna be. If you can't afford a nose job yet, honey, just contour your nose. You'll be okay, I promise. The concealer of my literal dreams. Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. I'm in the shade 30NN. And look at that applicator. Can you see her? There we go. And I've come up with a little new concealer mapping for myself, and you need to follow it. And everyone gets creasing. I don't care what products you use, how you prep your skin. Everyone's always going to have a little bit of creasing, but there are ways to prevent from having major creasing. So I like to start on the side of the nose, work my way over. I do not touch the underneath of my eye. Yes, be like, Eversing girl, that's where concealer goes. No, we'll get there. And I like to drag it down to the corner of my nose. Same on this side of the nose. Bring it down to the corner, and I like to swoop it. Like, can you imagine, like, once I blend that out, like, the look of my new cheekbone? I'm literally creating my own cheekbones. Like, the power of makeup. Same thing here, bring it over. I like to do my chin, my forehead, and that's it. Okay? Okay. Trust the process, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to break it to you, but I'm a concealer brush girly now. This is my Real Techniques 242 concealer brush, and I will start out with my chin, and you're just going to lightly tap, and you will see how seamlessly that concealer blends out with this brush. I'm going to go in with my forehead, go in between your brows, and then you can slowly start to work out the weird rainbow line we got going on our forehead. Blend it up into the bronzer. You don't want to have bronzer, foundation, and then a lighter color of concealer. Like, look how beautiful I am. Okay, now I'm going to start here on the corner of my nose. This, you don't want to do a lot of like back and forth. You literally just want to tap up and down so it stays where you put it. Now you're going to swoop and work your way up. Again, just going up and down. Don't do any of this weird baloney. Going to follow it up. Do you see that? Again, beauty blender. I don't care how long you've been doing makeup. It's a brush. It's not going to perfectly blend. Make sure that is all blended, and look at my cheekbone. Do you see the cheekbone I made? Like, I'm saving money. Makeup's expensive, but $50 concealer, $30,000 cheekbone implants. Yep, I said it here first. Now, to help you guys create less creasing underneath your eye, I'm going to look in my viewfinder, so I'm not going to be looking at you, but you get the gist. You're going to just tap where you already placed this concealer. And you're just going to do little circular motions and slowly start to bring it out. Bring it out, and notice how I have not gone underneath my eye yet. Blend this out, and I want you to focus on making sure the crease right here of your nose is blended, and this part of your concealer is blended into your blush. I also want you to see, do you see the difference in how melted my blush, bronzer, and concealer are compared to this side? Be like, damn. Oh my god, you are stunning. You're stunning. Yeah? Okay. Keep going. Make sure it's blended on the side of your nose. If you want to snatch your nose a little bit, you can always work your concealer up on the side of your nose like this, and it will create that effect of snatched. Now, this is all blended out with whatever is left on my blush. On my brush, you're going to tap up and make sure you get the underneath of your eye. Girl, thank me later. My camera's literally about dead, and it's such a scary sight because I'm not even happy with this look. But she's gonna pull through for me and we're gonna finish it. One thing that's really gonna keep your makeup on is using setting sprays. Not finishing sprays, are completely different things. Setting sprays throughout the entirety of the process. Charlotte Tilbury, of course. Next, loose setting powder. You want a loose powder. It's literally going to change your life. This is the One Size blurring and mattifying setting powder. Powder puff. You're going to place it on the back of your hand and make sure everything is evenly coated on the powder puff. Now, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm going to make sure that there are no harsh lines or creasing. Then, you're just going to tap. And I want you to look and see how mattifying this powder is. Like, do you see that? You want to be matte, especially if you're an early girl. Same thing. Press it in. And basically, if you're shiny, you haven't set your face enough. I always get the side of my nose too. Do you see that? Do you literally see that? Now we're going in with my holy grail. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. This is the shade 200. She's well up, guys, okay? I'm taking a pretty dense brush. This is Plouise. And you're going to literally put this all over your face. You might be like, Emerson, but how do you not get cakey putting all these powders on your face? It's how much you apply these products, like each, like individually, if that makes sense. And then how you prep your skin. And that is how I don't get cakey. Like, do you see how mattified I am right now? Like, gag. So good. Now, I'm definitely staying pretty matte, so I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Sun Salk'r Powder Bronzer. I'm in the shade Shady Biz. Shady Biz. Okay. Again, Morphe X Ariel. Obviously, I literally love this stuff. Can you see? There's like nothing there. Now you're going to tap before you brush, or you're going to literally just disturb everything you did before you started doing this, okay? Tap literally anywhere. My camera died, but I'm back in better, baby. You're gonna go in with this blush only, okay? And you're gonna see why. This is the Prisme Libre blush by Givenchy. I don't know if it's gonna focus on here. There we go. It literally has 4 pink. 4 pink different mud effing shades. Seriously. I'm gonna take another Plouise brush. I have about that much on my brush. Now I'm going to tap it onto my skin and going to flick it up towards my brow. Do you literally see that? Like, this stuff is pigmented, but like, don't be afraid of it, especially if you want like pink. Flick it up. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Same as the other side. I'm going to start here. I'm going to flick it up, bring it down. Don't forget the little in between. Do you see how like mattified my skin is? Come on. If you want to dial it down a little bit, just take your powder puff and go over top of it, since you do have powder on here, and it will help tone it down just a little hair. Again, I'm feeling a little dry. Literally go in with another setting spray. So refreshed. Normally I would do a highlighter, but I don't know if I'm really feeling that because I do want to stay very, very matte. So, well, that's what we're going to do. But so far, this is the skin. And I am extremely up close to the camera, and you can see that there's no caking, no creasing underneath my under eyes, and I don't look fake. Even though we did make my cheekbones and nose fake, I'm not fake. I totally lied to you. I do want some shimmer, but some pink shimmer. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Killawatt Wood Brat highlighter, and I literally need a new one. Like, there's nothing in here, but I'm going to literally just focus this on the front part of my cheek, right on the apple. I'm not gonna drag it up because I don't want the main focus of my face to be the highlighter. I want it to be that I'm literally like matte. It's just gonna bring a little bit of shimmer, like a little sheen to the cheek, but you're still literally cement. The last step to get the most perfect mattified face this baby right here. This is the One Size Until Dawn mattifying setting spray. It's literally hairspray for your face. Don't breathe. Girl, if you have asthma, don't get this shit. Whoo! It like literally burns your eyes. Like, and that is it. And like you can see, I use this and I still have that perfect sheen on my cheek. But this stuff, like, it's staying. Your makeup is going to stay, I promise. Here she is, babes. All complete. I hope you guys learned a little something, and I want you to try this. Okay? Just follow it step by step, but you have to tailor it to your skin. So if you're really dry, use more hydrating products like hydrating foundation, concealer, all of that, and you can still use the exact same amount of powder I used. I absolutely love it, and you are locked in. Give it a go. Please let me know if you try it and what you think.